Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we are talking about, you want to be updated on a regular basis to the videos we're pumping out, please head over to YouTube, find our channel, the FX Street YouTube channel, and hit the subscribe button, and you will get all of those lovely updates to the amazing content that we develop, especially by Akash and I, who produce the best content. And you can follow us individually on Twitter at Mangyeko0 and myself at Just Analysis 1. We are capping off our review of 6 coins by talking about the most important one in the world, Dogecoin. It's being sarcastic. It had a really nice close yesterday, really where it needed to go, because Dogecoin now is finally, well, it's actually had several times this has occurred, but it's had another instance of positioning for an ideal bullish Ichimoku breakout. It was a little hairy last week when it was trading a little bit lower. That blue line here on the Ichimoku chart, that's the weekly Tenkan Sen, and they have the 618 fib retracement just below that. So a lot of support in there, and at 26 cents. That's where the 2021 volume profile, 2021 volume point of control is at in the volume profile. So a ton of support between that 26 and 26.5 cent range. But the close yesterday above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen really converted everything into setting up for a nice bullish Ichimoku breakout. But par for the course so far with Doge is that you have that really beautiful entry, but there's not a lot of follow through by the bulls. What I do see on the point figure chart is a really, really ugly setup for people who are short. So there was a triple bottom and it only moved down 3 O's. So, I mean, it could keep going lower, but if it doesn't, so I'm waiting for, this is a pull pattern right now. So I'm looking for the 3-box reversal with an entry at 30 cents. And then the projected profit zone off of that is up at 66 cents. I forget the name of this pattern, and there's 3 below triple bottom that fails to move lower, but this is a very, very nasty setup for people who are short on Dogecoin. Once it hits 30 cents, once we get a daily close at 30 cents, should have a very easy move. But then definitely once it gets up to 35, then that's going to pretty much generate a pretty massive spike, maybe not all the way to 66 cents, but certainly up to that 50 cent range. There won't be a lot stopping it once it gets past 35. I'll be bearish on Doge though. It's kind of the same thing over and over, but if we get a close at 23 cents or lower, then I'll be very bearish. And then you're hitting that 12-cent range, maybe even into the single digit range. But until then, that Dogecoin seems to be very lagging in nature, and it looks like it's ready for its own pump up here soon. That does it for me on Dogecoin. I'll pass it off to you, Akash.
Thank you. So I see a couple of things here. So let me just start by saying what I explained in the last video. I was looking at this double top here and the liquidity resting above these tops, which ranges from 0.34 to 0.37. I was expecting Doge to move into this zone. So I expected this to happen either after we retest the support level here at 0.22 and then move higher at yeah, that's what I was expecting, a retest of 0.226 and then a move towards 0.34 to collect the liquid resting above these highs. But now that I look at it again, I think this is a triple top setup right now. And what's going to happen right now, yeah, and the 4-hour, no, this is the daily demand zone here ranging from 0.21 to 0.26 is being respected pretty good right now. As long as this holds and we make a move above 0.34, it would be a really bullish move for Doge. As John just mentioned, our views are kind of coinciding right now. So any close above 0.34 and a flip of this level into support would pave the way for Doge to probably retest 0.45 and 0.55 from a very short-term perspective. This is what I see from a price action perspective, but there are a couple more things that I want to point out here, which is if I do this, although it's not exactly to the point. I do see this inverse head and shoulders pattern that is being formed right now. And for that, I do need a close above. A confirmation for this would arrive after a close above 0.30. Again, coincides with what John was just talking about. So this is one inverse head and shoulders that I'm looking at. And if I do extend this out here, I see this massive head and shoulders where this whole structure is the right shoulder, this is the left shoulder, and this is the head that I see. Again, for this, I need to close above 0.30, but a confirmation would, a secondary confirmation that I would set is 0.34. Let me just look out for the theoretical targets, which is an extremely bullish target, a 52% upswing for this smaller inverse head and shoulders pattern, which puts it at approximately the same level that I marked out here, which is at 0.45. And if you look at this particular target, it indicates Doge is due to double from here, which would put it at 0.61. Let's round it off to 0.60. These are the targets that I'm looking at for Doge right now, and things are looking pretty good. After months and months of consolidation for Doge, things are looking up. So this is something that I would keep a close eye on. I think I mentioned this last time as well. So I'm probably going to add this to XRP, XLM, and Doge. Probably even add Uniswap to that list. But yeah, that's my take on Dogecoin.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. If you, again, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.